get it.
EnVyUs fans holding on strong. There in the audience, still cheering for our second foreign team here today.
They look dominant so far as we head into Volskaya. The Wings have said in the past, press interviews, and stream, Twitter, things like that, that they don't like this map type, especially with the rise of Sombra, and yet they still pick it into Chips' Sombra, as he's already locked it in here on the defense. And I think that's definitely going to be kept, as Effect is teasing us on the platform.
He's going for a ride.
Going for a ride. It's magic carpet ride, basically. It's not magic, it's just made by Volskaya Industries, but for the purposes of this reference, I think that's actually Effect's brother, if I read the sign correctly earlier, like his literal brother, family brother, blood brother in the crowd there. Because, sometimes you don't use that term in Korea, but the way it said there, Shinhyung means his actual older brother. Oh, we're going to see this tactic again. It's time for the ice skating event. Now,
it's the most ridiculous looking thing.
So both of these abilities, obviously, they're starting the cooldown as you activate them, so they're going to have an extra jump and an extra thrust after jumping off of that roof.
Like Effect might have been spotted there by Oxo. He's opening up here with the attack tracer. Effect comes and says hi, dashes straight in onto his face. Drop down the poison trap, but Oxo, aha, I'm behind you. Takes him down. Nice first blood coming through for Effect.
So the reason why you see those heroes up in the roof is because you get an extra boost, you get an extra jump, which adds a little bit of extra damage for the combo. But obviously the first push was already ruined by Oxo being picked off. They're going to reset here and try to go for the second floor push, which is kind of the soft counter to the Sombra, as we've seen so many times already in Luxury Watch Blue, really showing us that from the beginning of the group stage. Chips already has this EMP.
Of course he does.
Of course he does. He'll have it again in a second. Just watch.
Well, Effect gets taken down. They find that kill, but it's about the best thing that's happened so far for Wings. Chips pushing forward, drops down that EMP, and already the pickoffs come through as Envy goes down. Kocco able to take out Umtae. They do lose HarryHook on the exchange, but Wings still going to be stopped out, so Envy is hold firm on this point A.
Envy saves his EMP. Use it against EnVyUs here.
He's already at 40%.
46. Chips has, he's going to have another one by the time Envy can even use his, very likely. What in the world? Okay, they're just waiting for the reset here of everyone respawning.
Okay, gonna push back in. Envy needs to land a really big EMP here.
Yeah.
And even then, there's many pieces to be picked up from the rest of the team here for Wings.
It's going to be the translocator attempt. There it is, the high ground EMP from the sky, but it doesn't look like it did too much here.
Drop in, they are able to pop Mickie out of that mech, and actually Oxo comes with a kill onto Kocco, so both the tanks taken out from EnVyUs. Taimou building up towards that. Attack visor doesn't quite have it. The pulse bomb comes through from Effect, actually takes down Umtae, so buying some more time here for EnVyUs as they just try to hold on to the point. There's 2 minutes left on the clock for Wings, and with those couple picks coming through, they lose that posture forward and actually get stomped out. Multiple members going down on the backside. Taimou uses the attack visor, comes up with multiple kills, taking out the Sombra and that Diva in the end.
One of the best heroes that pairs with the hacked health packs is going to be the Tracer, because Tracer is so annoying, has a very low health pool, but can recall back into the health pack. That builds up Chips. He's got another EMP. In effect, just having that hacked health pack defensively, the defensive Sombra is always going to have the advantage in that regard. And Rhinos Gaming Wings does have a lot of ults built up for this next push, but they could just be counteracted by an EMP, speaking of which Chips drops it down.
Yeah, does toss that one out. Taimou just firing away where he can. The rest of the team playing very far forward. Fury gets knocked out of that mech. That goes low. Doesn't have the recall available, so actually gets taken out as Oxo takes him out with those Helix rockets. Mango coming around the back side here. Drops down onto the low ground. Let's retreat, get himself back out to safety. See the rest of the team to begin pushing forward. Still haven't gotten much done on to this first point yet. They pops that Primal Rage, so pushing forward. Finally get a little bit coming through. Bit of a percentage build up. Self-destruct down. Not going to find anything here.
Okay, EMP, who can use it first? It's going to be Chips who has it first. He drops it down. That's going to prevent Envy from using his. He's hacked by that EMP.
And they just run right forward with that Transcendence, and they just start ripping through. Effect, multiple kills coming down, and Wings lose out yet again. 35 seconds. All that they have on the clock with just an EMP.
And you have to wonder why pick this map at EnVyUs, so they've shown amazing Sombra play so many times. Oh, knocked off here by the jump is Oxo. That's going to desync his spawn. With only 22 seconds left on the clock. This may just be game over. Could be the full hold for EnVyUs. You can just see why I was so reluctant for them to pick this map against EnVyUs, who's shown the strategy literally last week. They've perfected it. EnVyUs going to have one more EMP because he got hacked last time from his opponent's EMP.
It's not really working out so far. We'll see. Envy goes ahead, drops down that EMP, but Amy's going to be the first one to fall. They find a kill onto Cocco, onto HarryHook. Could this be the opening that they need? Taimou gets jumped on by the enemy Winston, takes him out in time, but does get taken down by Oxo in the exchange. In on to overtime. They need to tag the point back into the mech. Goes Fury. He's going to have to buy a hell of a lot for his squad as he pushes in. Chips throwing down an EMP yet again. Goes low. Almost gets taken out. Misses the translocator. Can he make it out? No, he cannot. Gets taken down by Fury in the baby diva form. As he was popped out there, Effect popping him with that pulse bomb. Now that bought enough time for the rest of Wings to come forward. Mickie getting taken out. Chips dead as well, just now respawning as they start sprinting their way back in. They're going to try to contest this as best as possible. Oxo having tag visor coming through, trying to lock down. Effect won't quite find it, but Envy is there to pick up the kill. Second tick comes through, and EnVyUs should just go ahead and concede this. So the cap finally happens in overtime for Wings, but not a whole lot in the time bank for them to get this second point.
Yeah, they keep their hopes alive. Mango with that double there. Things were looking disastrous before that as the respawns were coming in quicker for EnVyUs. I thought perhaps that was just going to simply be the retake and the full hold. Mango saves the day here. Gives me a salute for calling him out on that one as he's looking for the back door push. No angle just yet. Just harassing for that pulse bomb. EnVyUs going to have another EMP available. So will Envy, though. It's kind of a game of chicken in a lot of ways. Here it comes first.
Yeah, they drop it down. The shield's taken off a HarryHook and he immediately falls as Umtae just takes them down. Sound barrier thrown out here from the side of Wings, and Envy is just getting ripped through.
They've got several ults, so they need to...
as best as he can. He's trying to build up for this one.
They need to come out right now with those ults. Chips needs to drop down that EMP.
That goes nice low, gets taken out. Yeah, MD finds him on the flank, takes him out, but now Chips comes in, drops his EMP, takes out the translocator, pops over, takes up the health pack, but there's just too many people stuck on top of him. Amy rather, comes up with that kill, and Mango on top of the point gets rid of HarryHook. They're still able to pause forward, almost have that second tick coming through, and it's just EnVyUs constantly chaining themselves in and out of the point, delaying as much as they possibly can. Chips sitting in the invisibility there, buying a little bit of time, will get left on by Umtae. Looks like he takes himself out to safety right at the last second. Oxo with the tag visor, firing away, trying to buy more time. Sound barrier down by Amy as they just keep trying to stomp this out. 2.5 minutes on the clock as EnVyUs desperately tries to hold on, but it just doesn't seem likely. They get taken down. Last-ditch effort by Cocco, but he's already been killed. Chips to follow. The cap will come through. What a fiesta. 2 minutes, 14 seconds on the clock. The finish comes through from Rhinos Gaming Wings.
Both Sombras really focused on the Diva a lot of the time for the cap there, like looking for removing the Diva, venting the defense matrix, just knocking them out of the mech there at the end. Mickie wanted to drop down that last self-destruct, was knocked out of the mech immediately there with the EMP. That last push came down to the EMP was used first by Envy, and of course I'm talking about the Sombra player on the side of Rhinos Gaming Wings. He dropped down the EMP first, got them that big 4-5-man wipe, and then let them to control the point and kill the trickled spawns. It's very difficult to buy time with a Diva when the Sombra is constantly hacking you and preventing you from using defense matrix, just knocking you out of that mech. And the push snowballed from there. So a rough start for Rhinos Gaming, but they do get that second cap with 2 minutes to spare. We'll see if EnVyUs is bold enough to run attack Sombra as well. So far, looks like Chips is leaning more towards the Ana. We'll definitely see Envy, the player, running this on the defense now, as you can see here.
Yeah, they're going to be doing this strat again with Mango in onto the Torbjorn. Should be sticking with this. Don't think they're going to swap it out. See what EnVyUs wants to run as we get a bit closer to the start of their attack. It was a very nice delay on that first point, but now they have to go the distance. They have to close things out. Certainly not the position that they wanted to be in. Wings. I mean, it just didn't look like they were going to be able to have it with that first cap. It seemed like the first hold, but in the end, they're able to pick it up.
Well, it's just such is the wonky nature of Sombra versus Sombra, man, in terms of where the EMP goes down, who uses it first. Sometimes you want to use it second, but usually you want to get it off first with a big one so that you kill the other Sombra. She can't EMP. So EnVyUs with the aggressive take here with the 2-2-2.
Gonna be Mickie in on the Winston and Cocco onto the Reinhardt actually, so changing things up a little
Hack
bit.
on
The
the
hack
Cocco
comes through and they already take him out. Yeah, and Envy comes up with that kill. Now Mickie having to kite back. Biotic grenade comes through, just help keep him alive. Envy just keeps firing away, spraying blindly into the room, but still comes up with so much ult charge. 80% for him. EMP gonna be coming through very swiftly.
Hey, Taimou just not building anything right now. Really nice defensive bubble here once again from Umtae. He's really on point, not in positioning, but I feel like in terms of his barriers that he's planted all series long. Okay, Envy has this EMP. He's going to wait and be patient here. Wants to make sure he's hidden. They know he's in there, it looks like, pretty confidently.
Yeah, I think they spotted him out, but they have at least some idea that he's going to be in the vicinity. Jumps up with the translocator.
Kind of have to be on the high ground to make sure you get that EMP off. Envy actually very low. Uses the translocator to try to survive. We'll get in there and get healed. Taimou getting
goes
closer.
Down. Flame Strike comes through from Cocco. They find the kill. He does go down though as Fury finds the kill, but still it's going to be EnVyUs coming out on top. 4 kills to 2. Taimou now down onto the lower ground, just firing away, trying to get rid of that Torbjorn turret, delay that ultimate from coming through. They're able to do so. In fact, tosses out the pulse bomb. Not going to find a stick, but does zone them back into the garage as the cap is coming through here for EnVyUs. 2.5 minutes just about as they'll complete this cap.
Fury
is so get a nice little stagger in onto Fury.
Yeah, he's so zoned out there. There's nothing he can do. Can't even delay. And so a 4-minute lead in terms of time right now. It was overtime.
Ready to go.
Yeah, and it was overtime for the Wings when they did get that cap. So they basically got the double cap in order to get this time bank. But EnVyUs has so much more to work with now.
I mean, they need one hell of a defense here. Envy almost has that EMP ready to go, and Mango has that Molten Core all set. That comes through. As you can see, Mickie jumping forward, the Primal Rage thrown down. It's going to be the sound barrier from both sides, but actually Cocco's going to be the first one to fall. Molten Core popped out of here from Mango. Just a delay and buy plenty of time for his team. They will do so, but
this is so good for EnVyUs because now they have so many more ults. Rhinos had to use basically everything they had there. The EMP coming off, the sound barrier, the Molten Core. Now EnVyUs has 4 ults available. Yes, they did waste their sound barrier, but otherwise, even if they use all these 4 and fail, they've got such a large time bank to build 6 again. So this is a big win, a good trade for EnVyUs.
Yeah, the Molten Core and the sound barrier from Wings is going to be the most crucial one. Obviously, Envy going to have that EMP up very swiftly. EnVyUs have quite a bit to work with right now.
Recall!
Pulse bomb comes down. Double! Oh, it's not a double kill. All right, sorry. I got ahead of myself there, but they get the turret and they get rid of Mango. So still effect coming up pretty big there with that placement. They take him out. Mickie actually gets taken down by that self-destruct, and Cocco falls. So both the tanks here from EnVyUs are suffering heavy losses. Effect trades one back in onto Umtae. Envy has that EMP ready to go, does throw it down. They find those answering kills. Looks like they will find HarryHook as Taimou jumps off the side, so all of EnVyUs just trying to retreat.
Big question is, will Mango actually stay on the Mei?
And the early pop-off on that.
That's all right. I mean, that was a sick recall pulse bomb there. He knew exactly the positioning. He knew there's no way to actually counterplay that with a recall. Mango looks like he will actually stay on to the Mei here, so it was kind of a panic Mei there, desperation, but he wants to keep using it, in fact.
It's fantastic for the delay, so there's not really a reason to swap off of that one. You see Effect just going through, just takes him out, making sure he can't build up for that. Blizzard, yeah, Earthshatter does come down, logs up multiple members, 3 already dead on the side of Wings, and Envy goes down as well. EnVyUs, full 6 members posturing forward, get the first tick. We'll see how long Wings can delay. You can see Amy sitting up into that high ground, waiting to go down, but the Flame Strike comes through, takes him low.
Oh, Amy trying to heal himself up here.
Yeah, that's going to be Mickie just jumping in, just keeping him off the point. He goes low, barely stays alive, finally gets taken down by Effect. As EnVyUs are so close to getting this cap. Massive EMP dropped in by Envy. Gets slept already, gets taken out immediately.
Just too little too late here, Achilleos. Oxo the last one standing, trying to get in there. Can't even do it. And that's going to be a whole minute and a half extra that EnVyUs will have as we go into tiebreaker rounds. Look, I mean, Effect just comes in and harasses, forces that ice block out, and then just kills Mei right after. It's like, oh, you already used your ice block. You don't exist to me.
Yeah.
And maybe perhaps having a more mobile hero there, as Mango's applying a little bit of everything today. It's hard to say like what his main role is anymore. Perhaps would have been better when you have such a good Tracer harassing there. And basically, Mei is kind of out of the meta. We see her on emergency defenses only, and on 2-point capture exclusively. Sometimes on like an Ike involved or something like that, right? But Didn't work out there in the end, and I don't want to pin this all on Mango trying to play Mei. It was just Effect playing way better, and the hacks coming in for Envy, they were desperate. EnVyUs has already gotten so many kills. I don't think this is going to be attack Sombra, but a man can dream. Or sorry, not Sombra, Symmetra. Still will likely be the attack Sombra. They ran it last time.
That would be wildly impressive if we saw that one come through. Amy swapping over on to that Ana, so we'll be seeing a Widowmaker flex coming out from him. Meantime, still just going to be that triple DPS, so.
Ice skaters!
Yep, just chilling out yet again. Oh, but Mickie fell off.
Oh, you messed it up.
All right, well, push coming through. Get the 2-1-3 actually from Wings, that triple DPS to tank. Solo heals as they start to wrap around to the right side, getting that high ground. Just now spot Cocco, he drops it, immediately gets taken down. Amy finds him with that boob, just rips right through him. Not able to do a damn thing, and now it's all going to be on Mickie to soak up this damage.
Yeah, Oxo is so well protected here now and has free reign of DPS. Always checking his back to see if Effect is going to come around the corner. Just the threat of Effect's existence is going to be an issue for him. Taimou, though, is protected here as well, with these Discord orbs doing a lot of damage.
Mickie gets popped out of the Mac, though. Should be taken out swiftly. He's kiting around a little bit, trying to get back into that one. Taimou down to 2 HP. Gets healed back up, but the hits come through in the end, and he does go down. Fury finding that kill. As Wings, they get a little bit there accrued, but can't make it towards that first tick. EnVyUs to hold on to this. 1:13 seconds on the clock here for Wings. Desperately need to get this cap.
All right, looking for the Tracer battle here with the hacked health back. Kind of annoying, but
we know
Effect
how this one goes.
He doesn't even need to worry about it. See you later, Mango. Remember, it's the one Tracer versus the 3. He's just the better Tracer, and no one's ever going to dispute that after this best of 5.
He doesn't even break a sweat in that one. So, same ultimates mirrored here from Wings and EnVyUs, EMP and Pulse Bomb.
Well, he made the last trick EMP work, got it first. Can he do it again? He's got the translocator, going to come in for the sneak attack from behind. Looking for the pick onto Harry, gets him immediately there with Oxo. Now they've got this high ground angle. Is this the push?
He goes really low. EMP comes down, answered from the side of EnVyUs, but still suffering heavy losses. Taimou sitting inside the garage, just firing off from the sidelines. Trying to get as much work done as he possibly can. Has the attack visor ready to go, will pop it. Umtae very low, pushes up into his face, gets taken out in the end, finds the double kill onto Fury, and now it's just 10 seconds left with 3 members still waiting to respawn on the side of Wings.
Yeah, this looks like this is going to be it for this push. Envy wants to do one last delay here while cloaked. Already found here now, though. Chips going to help harass him. Overtime's ticking down. They need to get onto the point. Barrier's already planted for Cocco.
But Envy's been taken out. Didn't even accrue much as far as the EMP is concerned. Transcendence coming down here from HarryHook, keeping them alive. Self-destruct tossed out by Fury. Not going to find a damn thing. 4 members dead on the side of Wings. Nobody there to tag. That will be the full hold in the second round on Volskaya. EnVyUs coming up huge just now. Need to get that 33% tag.
This feels like EnVyUs is just positioned better oftentimes. Like, you can see the ideas coming in from the Wings. Like, let's kill the Zenyatta. This has been a problem. The Discord Orb's giving Taimou so much extra damage. They commit everything to killing him. Well, the Taimou's uncontested and kills everybody else while they're not being babysat properly. They're on the high ground, up on that balcony. So, saw a lot of cool tactics here and pick-off attempts, but the Tracer is better on the side of EnVyUs. Effect is the better Tracer, and I could say that his effect on this game is greater. Kilios. I don't know, we got Envy and got EnVyUs. It's been a long night for me in terms of names and saying words, but we'll see what the plan is here now on attack for EnVyUs, because obviously they only need the 1 tick. Well, this is going to be a lot of time to work with. Mango once again running this Torbjorn defense with Envy on the Tracer. Which leaves just Oxo to be the kind of sole main DPS here. As obviously Torbjorn and Sombra are kind of hybrid-esque in a way. It would be cool if you could see the attack Bastion, but...
Oh, please, Taimou.
That's reserved for World Cup when South Korea is playing.
All right, well, looks like Taimou is going to open up. You know, he's had some very big highlight reel-esque plays with this Widowmaker, especially on Volskaya. Going to be opening up yet again with it, at least to start, as they push through. Everybody from Wings playing back, playing hidden. Umtae up on that high ground as EnVyUs starts wrapping around the left-hand flank. Let's find Effect for a second, but he gets that recall off, takes himself out to safety.
Okay, angle here for effect at the back line. He's actually very low. Will actually go and get the heal though.
He's zapping from below where he can. Drops back and pick up that health pack. Pouring in that ulti charge for Envy.
Taimou
50%.
actually kind of getting harassed here by the Sombra. He ends up getting taken out there. So nice pick for Envy, but the turret does go down. Effect actually during this window of time does find that. Envy does have an EMP, needs to drop it now right before he dies.
Yeah, drops it down, and HarryHook's going to be the first one to fall. Mickie following suit very swiftly after, and EnVyUs should be stopped in their tracks on that push. Nice little wraparound there by Envy, harassing Taimou on the backside.
Rhinos Gaming Wings still has potentially that molten core. They're very close to getting that, the sound barrier, so they have a lot of tools here. It was very clutch that Envy was able to get that EMP off right before dying to translocate away. Taimou's just not willing to switch, which is kind of an interesting issue. The idea is Effect is harassing the backline that gives Taimou the opportunity to harass anyone who's not looking the right direction. Oh, sleep here onto Envy. That's going to be a late desync spawn and no EMP for the defense.
Yeah, they just curb stomped them right there. This little sleep dart coming out from Chips, buying them some time. Now Effect poking it from the backside. Doesn't quite have a pulse bomb. Build went up very swiftly, however. It's just a firing squad on the staircase to go forward, find Amy and Oxo, taking them out. Taimou goes down on the other side of the fight. The Molten Core coming through here from Mango, buying a lot of time for himself, but will die in the end.
Self-destruct too, gonna buy a lot. There's the sound barrier. Envy tries to come out with the EMP.
EMP comes through from Envy, just trying to buy time, gets taken out in the
alone.
end, and now Wings have to just pour into the point as quickly as they possibly can. Umtae, the last-ditch effort with a primal rage. Amy getting booped off, won't be able to find it. 33% comes through for EnVyUs, and they will take this set out. 2-3-0s here tonight. 2.5 hours of broadcast time, Wolf. One of the fastest casts I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, same. Well, with that win, again, you challenge this team on Volskaya, and I feel like you're asking to get burned. After what we saw last week, it was a bold move by the Wings, and it definitely backfired. They did get the double capture early on. They weren't able to save that momentum, though, into the tiebreak.